and wait for everyone to join in, or whoever join in. Excuse me for sniffling and coughing and stuff today, but it's I'm poorly with flu. Let's pause the machine so you can listen to it. Oh, let me stop it. Got some new heart bath bomb moulds. The other ones were very, very big, and it cost me a lot of money to fill those heart bombs. And people love the heart bombs, so I got myself some of the slightly smaller moulds. I've got this size, which is I can't remember what size they are. 80 millimeters, 8 centimeters, and then we've got the slightly smaller size, which I think is 65 millimeters. Should be interesting. Means I can make a few bombs as well, like, rather than making just 1 or 2 out of a batch. And I've got some watermelon fragrance oil that I want to make this first batch with, from Mystic Moments UK. And it's a lovely fragrance of watermelon, and I thought I'd give it a bit of red and green for that. So here's the smaller moulds. Could be cute. Okay, and that's what I'm going to be doing. Let's see if I can. There we go. If I come on here. Hi Elizabeth, hi Ginny. I'm doing a lot better. I'm on the best day so far, which is why I've decided to come and make some bits, because I was getting very, very fed up on my own and feeling poorly. My chest is still really bad. I actually had the doctor out this morning. I didn't expect them to come out. I phoned up just to get some more medication because I knew I wasn't finished yet, like not ready yet. And my steroids had run out, and my antibiotics run out tomorrow. So I phoned them up and said I think I need some more. And they ended up coming out to me because they didn't believe me that I was alright. I'm surviving. I am today, but I've had some bad days. It's been pretty rough. Can't believe how bad this flu's been. It really took me off my feet for well, I haven't eaten since last Wednesday. Except for Dec brought me a sandwich that I liked yesterday. I was desperate for it, so he went and got me a sandwich that I wanted. Thank you, Elizabeth, lovely. Yeah, I should be wearing a mask. It's already getting on my chest a bit, so silly me, but I never do. I always think, though, that they're such good ingredients that they should really clear the airways, shouldn't they? Got all my dry ingredients in here. These are real luxury bombs. I've even got oats and milk in here. So I've got a bit of everything. I can read out my recipe if you'd like. Oops, did you see that? See, dust goes everywhere. I've got 6 cups of bicarbonate of soda in here. 4 cups of citric acid. I've actually got 3 as it goes because I didn't want 4 today. 1/3 of a cup of corn flour, 1/3 of a cup of kaolin clay, 1/3 of a cup of SLSA, 1/3 of a cup of Epsom salts, and 1/3 of a cup of pink Himalayan sea salt, 1/3 of a cup of coconut milk powder, 1/3 of a cup of very fine porridge oats, and I will be adding apricot oil and cocoa betaine and some polysorbate. Oh, and I've got a teaspoon of dendritic salt and a tablespoon of tapioca starch in with my fragrance, which should help settle it in. And I've got some vitamin E oil and sweet apricot kernel oil, in case I didn't say that. Yeah, all I've been able to stomach for the last couple of days, I managed to get some milk down me, because I've been on steroids and that, and you really can't have steroids without eating. It's really bad for your stomach, it burns. So I've had to have some milk and get that in me. But for the first week, a whole week, I couldn't stomach anything. Even water was coming straight back up. I was being so sick. But that was good, because that was the worst of it, was through my stomach. And it meant that my chest didn't get so bad at first. But then, of course, it kicked in like the other day, that it hit my chest, and that was it. Right, here's the fragrance oil. I'm going to pour this in, get that mixed in, and then I'll mix in some oils. How are you, Elizabeth and Ginny? Oops, sorry guys. Hi Kirsty. Oh, you've been in hospital. Have you had the flu as well? I've had it and it's just been terrible, Kirsty. I was just saying how horrible it's been. Have you had it? We're so weak to these things, aren't we? Every time they come round, it's not just like a cold or a flu for us, is it? It's, you know, awful. I'm glad you're good, Elizabeth, because I know you not long got over pleurisy yourself, haven't you? So the last thing, and was it pneumonia as well? The last thing you need is the flus and that are going round. Feeling old, but okay. You're still beautiful, Ginny. I'm sure you'll feel a lot better once you get fixed up, you know. You blacked out. Your heartbeat was... Oh, you're getting tachycardic. Yeah, I keep getting tacky with the flu. I was like 140 when the doctor came earlier. He was a bit worried about that, but... Bless you, darling. I'm sorry to hear that. Are they doing further tests, or is it because you've got an infection or something? It just seems so rife at the moment. Everybody's getting really poorly. Even one of my son's friends ended up in hospital with it. Hello, Charlie. Love you. Hope you're okay, mate. He ended up in hospital with it, and it was really bad for him. My son was really poorly with it, and like it was awful, because obviously he's my carer, so he couldn't even really help me while I was getting really poorly. My mum couldn't help me because she got it as well, and she was more ill than I was, I think. Everybody seems to be poorly. I've had such a good year with my health, and it's took me by surprise a little bit, having to go back on the nebulizer and like literally chained to the nebulizer. If I can't get to that nebulizer quick enough, I'm in a state. So yeah. Is it POTS? Have you got POTS? If you don't mind me asking, you don't have to tell us, Kirsty, it's fine. But yeah, because I know I've spoken to you within Raw Ability Life's channel lots, but we haven't really discussed what is wrong with us all too much. Yeah, POTS, it's awful, that one. I mean, I've read into that loads of times, because it sort of fit the bill a lot with in my early health problems. And yeah, it's awful, because you just collapse, don't you? Like, I'm worried actually, because I've got I am worried because my son keeps passing out. We had your new grandson today. Oh, congratulations. £8 3 ounces. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Ouch. Yeah, I didn't get further than 6.5, and that was it. That was too big for my liking. Stacey and John came back and then they've gone quiet again, haven't they? But I'm very glad that they've like at least let us know they were all right. You know, I don't blame them at all for needing a break from everything. It just got too much, didn't it, there with the old social services? They're such a letdown round here. They really are. Like, I only live up the road from Stacey and John, so I know like it's the same sort of companies and that we deal with. It's a shame. Electrolytes, yeah. When I'm in hospital, when I go in, I always have to have electrolytes replacements because usually it's my potassium is very low. But I've had other things low as well, really low, like where I've not been allowed to get up off the bed and stuff. The potassium was the one I think they didn't let me get up. Yeah, if I do get breathing problems while I'm doing it, I will probably have to pause you all or something to go and have a nebuliser. But I will try and come back to finish doing what I'm doing. But you know, I've got to put my health first at the moment. It's getting so sudden that the coughs overtake everything. Once I start coughing, I can't seem to stop myself. I'm trying not to at the moment. You got martial arts tonight? Kirsty, you're crazy, darling. You're talking about your heart rate going too fast and passing out, and you're going to go and do martial arts. But yeah, Harvey keeps, Harvey, my 16-year-old boy, he's had a couple of collapses recently. I know I have spoken about it on here before. And he keeps getting it at the moment where he's getting dizzy spells and that, and I'm getting a bit nervous about it, really. I think I need to get him seen by a doctor properly about it, because it's not right for him at 16 years old to be feeling like he's going to collapse a lot, and it really is like collapsing as well. He sort of also almost fits as he's going down when he collapses. Exercise can help, yeah. Thank you, Elizabeth. Right, that's feeling quite good. I'm going to add in the Cocamida Pro Bobby Dome. Let me just get a bit of coffee. Yeah, exercise is good, but just be careful, darling. Like, pay attention to yourself. Listen to your body. You know your body better than anyone. And if your body says, sit down, mum, then sit down, yeah? Yeah, I know that it sort of builds up, doesn't it, the feelings with POTS. It's, yeah, and you can tell it's coming, can't you? It's the last of that. Oops, sorry, guys. I just, I'm a bit disappointed really, because I feel really rough with my chest, and I really thought I was going to sort of escape it this year with all the good news, but I suppose, like, the good news was really just that they've got the wrong diagnosis. It wasn't telling me that I'm not having these problems anymore, was it? Right, it was just telling me that it's the wrong thing they've called it, but I'm still having the same effects happen when colds and flus and that come in. So I've had the asthma and emphysema since 2014 anyway as well. Well, emphysema since 2014, so technically COPD from 2014, and asthma from childhood. Yeah, they're good. That's a really good thing. Yeah. Because I think my doctor should have a constant watch on what my oxygen level does, because I don't like saying to them, look, my oxygen level's at such and such, because I don't think they believe you. They just sort of like wait until they see it on their thing. but I'd like them to be able to see what happens to me at night time, like when it drops to, like, the other day it was at 72%. I was on 72% SpO2. My heart rate was 140, and I should have gone to hospital. I know that, but like, but I was keeping control of my breathing at the time, so I didn't feel like I needed to go to the hospital. So really, when I panic, that it goes haywire very quickly. Oh, I got something there, that's good. I've got Apple iPhone, so I'd have to look at the what's it called, the the Apple Watch, in it. Right, we have some sweet apricot kernel oil and some vitamin E oil in here. No, I'm not going to be able to go to Nadix. What's Nadix? Message. You retracted that one. Was that for the wrong place, darling? Yeah, Ginny's got heart issues as well, hasn't Ginny? Hopefully we'll get them sorted out soon. They'll actually fix you a bit. Because this is getting ridiculous, the AFib, isn't it? How long's it been now? It's been most of the time I've known you, hasn't it? All the time I've known you. Did you see June with her Christmas dancing? Bless her heart. I loved her. That girl keeps me in check, you know, like no sulking around here when you can see June doing her bit. Bloody, I don't know how she does all that exercise, you know. Like, I think I'm pretty good that I sort of, like, I'm going to put all my seat over, but I think I'm pretty good that I sort of stand on my feet a lot as much as possible now, because I realised that it was bad constantly laying down, and so I try and keep upright as much as possible now. It helps my back a lot more. But June's just amazing what she does, isn't it? Like, constantly on that exercise machine, and she's there with her, not just oxygen, but she's got oxygen, she's got the actual ventilator and everything, and there she is, still walking, still going. I'm so proud of her. Just an amazing woman. And it just goes to show what you can do. You know, people go, oh, I'm disabled, I'm disabled. No, get up and try, because you've got to try. You've got to keep trying. Don't give up on life yet. You know, it doesn't matter how poorly you are. Don't ever give up. And whatever you can do, do. You know, most of us that are really bad and quite disabled, like me and Stacey, and we'll do this. This is hurting me, but it's, you know, I want to get up and do stuff with my life that I feel like I've got some value, rather than waiting to die, which is what a lot of disabled people, I think, get stuck doing, don't they? Oh, right, yes, I saw the videos. Yeah, that's what I thought it was. I'd love to go and have a look, I must admit. I just don't get out, Kirsty. Like, Stacey and John, a lovely, lovely couple, and I'm so glad that they've got each other. But it's because they've got each other that they can do a lot together. They work together so well, don't they? But obviously, everything I do, I have to either ask my mum, who's got enough on her plate, or ask my son, who's 22 and already had to look after me since he was 16 years old, and doesn't really want to go on things like that with his mother. Do you know what I mean? Like, and I God bless him every day for helping me through some of the worst years of my life. But he is still a young man that doesn't really want to be at home all day, every day, cleaning up after his sick mum. And so to go out, I feel like I can't ask anyone, do you know what I mean? I can't say, can we go here or do this? I feel like it's too much to put on anyone. Yeah, they are. I mean, I'd love to meet them in person, you know. I really would. Oh, they just could do so much for disability rights, for human rights, for carers' rights. I love the way that they try and share that with the world. Really let the world know what's going on behind all these closed doors with people who can't do stuff for themselves. And we're actually all very, very determined people trying our best. And a little bit of help would have probably made things a lot easier along the way had we both got it. Oh, take care, Kirsty. Nice to see you, darling, and I hope you feel better. Don't push yourself too far, okay? Especially not at martial arts. If you need to sit, sit. Take care, darling. Much love to you. Breathe easy. Did you see, Elizabeth, did you see that one of the things that they slag me off for now is because I say hun and much love and stuff, I'm nice to people, and that's apparently something that's really wrong about me, is that I'm nice to people and that I say hun, and they really have some warped ideas. Oh, and my Mensa IQ, of course. I mentioned once that I've got like a decent IQ, and they're like, oh, it's something to slag her off for. Go and slag me off for it. I'm proud of it, mate. I was born with brain damage. I was struggled and I had to have years and years of therapy to learn how to do even the most basic of things. And they want to take the piss out of the fact that I've got a high IQ. Real idiots, though. Like, it makes them sound so foolish to be so narcissistic and spiteful over the most pathetic of things. As far as I'm concerned now, though, they can all rot in hell. I'm really so much better off away from it all. Like, I feel like so much more chilled out in myself now. I wouldn't have been able to survive this flu if I'd have carried on being involved, because I couldn't breathe. Do you know what I mean? I was stressing myself out so much over it all, and I'm not doing it anymore. I'm not doing it. They can go and swing one, they're not going to affect me. Absolute weirdos just like spend their life dedicated to trying to destroy other people. Well done, you. If you put half as much effort into fucking looking after your own lives instead of worrying about everyone else, you might actually have a life. Right, oh, I need some polysorbate. Nearly forgot the polysorbate. We'll have a little bit of that to stop it from leaving any scum around the bath. Then I'm going to split a little bit off so as I can have some green for the watermelon, and the red will be the rest of it. I really only want a small amount of green. You watch me do too much. Thank you, Ginny. I love you too, my darling. You've been by my side for quite a while now, and you know me well enough. You know me inside out, as in you see my day-to-day life. I don't hold anything back. You know that. I'm an open book, and we talk all the time. And if I come across as if I'm a nice person, it's because I'm a nice person, not because I have any ulterior motives. I'm a nice person because I've had a lot of bad things happen to me in life, and it's taught me a lot. And certainly bullies and people like that, what worthless pieces of life they have, you know. Like, go and spend time focused on something positive. Do something for yourself. Do something for someone else. You never know, you might end up smiling. Right, now I'm going to get a smaller bowl in. I'll have a bit of that. About that much. Oh, thank you, Ginny. That really touches me. It means a lot to me, you know. see, we need a nice sort of dark green for a watermelon, don't we, really? Right, we'll try that. It's already staining me. Right. My baby girl is waiting behind me. She's just laying there asleep in her little box waiting for me to come back to her. Right, in here I've got red, and these are bath bomb colours. They're special bath bomb colours from Easy Colours. I don't know how much I want to get it red, but I want to get it red. If that makes sense. But I don't normally go for heavy duty colours with these because they are strong. So let's try that. The thing is Ginny, I didn't never want to try and be anything more than what I am. They seem to think that I'm like putting out some fake persona as Mama Cass, but Mama Cass is just a part of who I am. I mean, obviously it's not the full me. There's a lot, like, I'm not some little old lady that's all sweet and innocent and everything. I think you know that. I've got a varied life. I've been through a lot. Mama Cass is purely because people call me Mama. Like my son's friends all called me Mumsy for years and years, and you know, when they had trouble or anything like that, they'd come to me about it because they couldn't go and talk to their parents about it, and I was considered like the cool mum, so they'd come and talk to me about it. And I still have that to this day. I have at least sort of 30 visitors a week that are just youngsters who've come to see me and have a chat because they're feeling down or got some sort of issue going on, and they can talk to me. And I make them things. I make cakes for everyone, and I make bath bombs for everyone, and I look after people. I'm well known to look after, you know, when people are homeless around here, they come to me. When people are hungry, they come to me. That's who I am as a person. And Mama Cass developed from that because I wanted to, you know, put my word out there and tell my story. And I don't understand why anyone would think that there's any ulterior motives behind that, or that I'm a different person from what I express myself to be here. This is just me. I am just me. And if you asked me any question, I would tell you honestly the truth. I am not in for hiding who I am. There are lots of things that I haven't yet discussed on here, and I do intend to make a few videos in coming weeks. We are going to discuss my mental health. I've already discussed in depth my physical health throughout life, so I'm now going to go into my mental health, because after all of this bullying and everything that's gone on, it has damaged my mental health quite badly at times. I felt really very low all over Christmas. I was crying, and you know, I think people need to stop and think what they're actually doing when they are trying to destroy people like that. You know, words hurt, and judging on someone that you don't have even a clue about can be very damaging. And to get your jollies out of trying to damage other people's health like that is really not good. And so we're going to discuss my mental health, and we will go right back to my childhood and, you know, everything that has happened that's led me to being who I am today, Mama Cass. Hopefully I'll have some medical updates soon as well, if I actually ever get to see a doctor again. My hospital's falling apart, so I actually give up with it. I don't even really want to see the doctors anymore. I'm like, whatever, just leave me alone. Hang on a second, guys. Should I go a bit more red with that? I think it needs a little bit more red. That's more pink, isn't it? going to be very red, but you know. It will wash off, it won't stain the skin or anything like that. And I found some of the people that have been hurtful to me, Ginny, it's been amazing, because it's been the people that I really put up there on a pedestal, looked after, took proper care for, and spent hours and hours. I'd ignore other messages from everyone else while I was spending hours and hours talking to this girl and being good to her, and she was just that. She's the worst of the lot to have turned like what she has, and to just try and destroy me now. It's like, yeah, I'll never do that again, I don't think. It's always the ones that you least expect though, isn't it? They wouldn't be able to hurt you if you expected it from them, would they? Shame. Her loss. Yeah, it'll be good, I think, to really get talking, like, especially with all of us, the way that things are, you know, our health isn't great. It's sometimes you need a bit of a chat about, like, the more emotional side of being poorly as well, you know. Sometimes it's like stuck indoors. Sometimes it's because I can't get to the toilet on my own. I have to use a bloody commode, do you know what I mean? And that's embarrassing as hell for me. My daughter's got the actual spray bottle that I wanted, but that's a bit of witch hazel, and then I'm going to do a bit of 99% or 70% actually rubbing alcohol I'm using this time. Oops, oh God. Needs more green. I'm always anxious of using the colours, you see, because they're so strong. Oops, oh gosh. Oh my God, let's tidy that back into there. Oh gosh, goes everywhere. I was thinking about doing the exercise videos for disabilities, like SETI exercises. Like I want to do them live, really, and get people joining in. I think the most important thing is to keep moving, isn't it? Yeah, I know it's been a rough year or two, hasn't it? It's been for you, darling, and you know, getting back on your feet after so much going on medically, like, it is hard, isn't it? It's hard to say to yourself, I can do this, because you know it's going to hurt or whatever, or you know you're going to suffer for it. But like, the one thing I did find is once I got moving, I could move more. And I am the perfect example of it all, really, aren't I? Keep that moving so it doesn't dry out. It's all about the texture with bath bomb making, you see. Oh, I've got a cat in there. Almost there. I might not do many on video, just a couple, like, to show everyone, because I can't stay on for too much longer today. The kids will be home. Yeah, I mean, I went through it for about 18 months. I didn't move off my sofa. I laid there and I thought, no, I'm just going to wait until I get better, and then I'll get up and move again. But of course I didn't get better, and I started getting more and more ill, like, as in actually, like, dying ill and stuff. And I started thinking, bloody hell, I wish I hadn't have stopped myself from moving, because yeah, I wasn't ready to give up on living yet. I think I had the double whammy, you see, of having, it wasn't just like a disability, there was the pain levels. So you're trying to fight off being in pain, and you're trying to fight the health problems that come with being overweight. You know, I was literally morbidly obese. They had me down as being dangerous. I wasn't allowed to even have a biopsy or anything because of it. All because of how overweight I'd got, but I'd only got overweight like that because of my health. But you know, what can you do when you can't move? So I had to force myself past that horrible pain barrier where you just don't want to move, and start moving as best I could, which was all about, I was doing it with June, just rotating. You know, rotating everything. I sit and rotate my body constantly. Yeah, there's never a time when I'm sitting still, because if I sit still, my body locks up, so I can't. If I lay on my back will go. I won't be able to move. I have to stand upright, really, is the best way, or stand like forward in a 90-degree position is actually the best place for me to stand, but for my back. It's not the best position to be getting caught in all the time, but you know. Bless though my doctor today. I don't think they believed me that I'm all right, like, and they just came out anyway. They didn't even tell me they were going to come out. They were like, no, we need to check your chest. And like, actually, it's the best day it's been, but I just knew that if I didn't have more steroids, that I'd get very poorly tomorrow, you know, as you do. Right, shall we try and build a couple of bombs? Bath bombs, that is, of course. Look at that lovely colour. A few bits of white there that aren't quite mixed in at the bottom. So I would use the big machine, but it's so noisy. It's not very nice on a live stream, is it? At least when I do videos, I can edit it down so that you don't get to hear all the noise and that. But anyway, I want to do some soaping, I really do. It's that that's calling to me, but obviously it's a lot more work and dedicated effort, and I'm not sure I'll be able to pull it off on a live, to be honest. See how I've already got a dislike, you see? That's my fan club that want me dead and stuff, that put RIP on my face and that. Nice, isn't it? Like, have I done anything wrong? No. But every video gets locked up, like the same amount of dislikes, because it's the same group of people every time. It's not just the same group of people, it's the same group of people and all of their extra accounts that they have. And they all come on like, oh look, let's go dislike it. It's like really, truly like child playground stuff. But it doesn't really matter to me, does it? Because it's just all interacting with my video, so. I'm thinking of going over to the other streaming app very soon. Just to, because I don't think YouTube deserves it anymore. Like, we're all working hard. Yeah. Yeah, no, laying down is one of the worst things you could do for your back, isn't it? Absolutely. No doctor would recommend it, that's for sure. Whether on the whole getting up and down bit that was always hard for me as well. I didn't understand how people could lay down and then get up, because my body couldn't do that. I couldn't pull myself up to sitting like that, or jumping up, you know, to walk about. It took me like half hour to get up off the seat. Right, let's try these medium-sized ones first, shall we? Actually, I might put these in. These are just some Epsom salts coloured in a sea colour. I'll get rid of that. I'm going to put them in there just to give it a little sparkly. Okay. Looks nice, isn't it? Actually, I think I'll go with a little bit of green bio glitter in there as well. That'll be nice. 'Cause, yeah. This is going to stick. I don't think it is actually. I think I need to add a bit more moisture in there. Right, there's a little bit more of this in here. The Bullies. See, going everywhere now. As you can see, the Cocamida Propyl B10 tends to set off the reactions. And to get that mixed in. I have such a painful shoulder at the moment, it's probably not the right thing to be doing. I don't know what happened, but while I was poorly, my shoulder's really been bad. Hi Kirsty, welcome back, darling. We're just about to mould a few. Tiny dribble of this in there. See, I used to love watching Atomic Balm Bath and Body. She used to make bath bombs with us live every day, and she shares so much of her knowledge, and I really miss it. I'm hoping she'll be back soon to start doing it again. Okay, I need a spoon, hang on. Get a little bit in there. Uh-oh, children are home. A little bit of the green. And then the red. I think we'll go in with, hi honey, I'm live streaming. You're right. We'll put the green in the middle. Right, get the other half. We'll go with, again, a little bit of green in the top. Right, and then we'll come and bring these together. Some of the best way to do it is to push them together like this, because then it gets a real good pressure build up and you get nice tight bombs. If you can squeeze the things together, that is, of course. Oops. There we go, a nice watermelon bath bomb. Ta-da! Hope you like that. Need to get a thingy out. Oh, should be a bit more organised for all this, shouldn't it? Let's get this out of the way so I can get them. Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, it was okay, Kirsty. It was nice, pleasant, you know, but quiet. I'm not a big Christmas girl. How was your Christmas, darling? Was it good? What I'll probably do is save the other batch, which is pina colada. I'll save that for tomorrow or something, because I won't be able to fit in any more making today, I don't think. Not without annoying everyone. I need to start getting prepared earlier so I can do it in the daytime. But then again, I don't get many viewers in the daytime, of course, because people are working and stuff. You went to your mum's? Yeah, I went to my mum's. It was quite nice. There we go. They are cute, aren't they? And they're just perfect size, those middle ones. So I'm going to try the smaller ones just to show. Let's have a go with the little dinky dots because they're cute. You can give them out to little kids, can't I? It'll not be too big a bomb. A few little green embeds in them. Oh, these are dinky. Yeah, I hope they're okay. I think they are. I think they just had to have a break for a little while and get their heads together with it all. I don't think they're getting the help that they deserve or need, and I think that's wrong. But that is the way of the whole system at the moment, unfortunately. I'm meant to have had this house and had all this work done for years now, and I'm still waiting. They told me that they were. Oh, they are. Thank you, darling. Yeah, they told me that they would be in touch in the first week of the new year to come and have a look and see where they're going to put my shower room. And they still haven't been in touch, of course. But they've been in touch with everyone else, looking after everyone else, but not me. And that's always the way with me, unfortunately, because I don't pressurise for everything. And I should ask for what I need. But I don't until I'm absolutely desperate, and then they don't help me. I do like these are cute. Aren't they just cute? Oops. Oh, lost some of that there. Whoopsie. That wasn't very good. No, just gonna crack. Hang on. Quick remold. Because I love that Stacey does all her crafting as well. Like, you know, because Stacey's probably more disabled than I am, but she didn't give up easy, that girl. You started your diet, have you, Kirsty? How's it going? Or was that just after the new year? Ta-da! Just started yesterday. Oh, good luck, darling. I've got a target weight to lose. I've actually lost, not to make you jealous or anything, but I've lost 2 stone in the last week and a half with being so poorly. Oops. Oops, no. I knew that was coming. Oh, Slim Fast. What, have you done it before, or is it like your first try? I quite like the Slim Fast one, to be fair, because I can quite easily live on a shake. I don't tend to eat anyway, to be honest. I don't eat in the daytime. When I was really big, I didn't eat much at all. It was just the steroids that made me that big, and the swelling from the RA. Yeah. Good luck with it, darling. Hope you get to feeling comfortable within yourself. I think it's like losing the first bit of weight really helps, and then once you start losing, then you can start moving a bit more. Yeah, that's good then. I might actually have a look at it, to be honest, because I need something. I need to get some nutrition in me, and I'm really struggling with eating still. So. Hot and bothered now. Don't know if that's going to work. Let's see. Just about. Oh, it feels like a really big batch. It is a really big batch. Hi honey, how are you? Scarlet, isn't it? Thank you, darling. These are watermelon. Can you tell by the colours? Aww. You have a good day at school? Oopsie. Go. Yeah, it was okay. Don't sound too enthusiastic there, dear Scarlet. What year are you in now, darling? Come on. See, now with the smaller hearts, I can make you all bath bombs each. Like, you can have one each of them all. 9, yeah. That's what I thought it was. Oh. been so poorly, Scarlett. But I thought today, because I feel a bit brighter, I'll come and do some bath bombs. Because it's better than making cakes when I'm on steroids, isn't it? Ta-da! I might make a couple of the big ones. Just because. Which I don't know where my big bombs moulds are. I won't bother getting them out now. I'm struggling with me breathing a bit. Another one. Oops. God, my hands are really cack-handed today. Oh, it didn't work. I couldn't do it. Okay, darling. Need coffee. Excuse me while I make a cup up. Welcome back, sweetie. Excuse the kettle boiling, guys, please. No. It costs so much to send across. I'd love to be able to send you all parcels, you know. I did do it, didn't have competitions and that, but that cost me a fortune doing those competitions, and you know. At the moment, with the hate campaign against me, my channel obviously like stalling because of it. Because people are mean. All I wanted was to show people what I get up to and what my health's all about, so I might help others, you know. But it's hard work trying to keep up with doing a YouTube thing. Sometimes I wish I'd just kept it all to myself, but I'm out there now. There's too many people out there that depend on me for support through diagnosis and that. and I'm not going to let them down. But it just means that my channel moves slower. Okay, I'll probably do a couple more and then I'll get off, leave you all in peace. Shall I do a few more small ones? I'm just going to do these like without any embed, so it's quite cute and easy. Oh, that was messy. Can I now squeeze it together? Probably. Oh, I'm glad you have, Ginny. It feels so sad that people have put such a dampener on it for me. Like, after all the work I've done and that, you know. I feel like I have helped quite a lot of people get into it, but... And I've helped quite a lot of people with my health problems as well. I feel a bit poorly at the moment. I'm weakening a little bit. I don't really want to pass out on here. Oh, my legs are like jelly. And I have to stop, I think. I hate stopping halfway through a batch, but I can't keep standing up, I don't think. I need a nebulizer as well. Thanks, Ginny. I enjoy these chats as well. It's the first time I've been willing to go like doing lives and that, you know. And I thought at first I'd hate it, but now I quite enjoy it. And then I don't want to be pushed away from it either. You know, I don't want them to make me go away. Do you know what I mean? They've made me go away from the paranormal community. I give up on that. You know, some of them I've supported for years and years, like a #1 fan, and not one of them have like stood up to defend me or anything. And you know, there's only really one group that have been really kind to me, so there'll be the one group that I'll stick with. And some of the smaller, newer groups that I've been there all along with, I won't let them down because they're friends rather than just investigators. But it's a shame really, because I love the paranormal, but they've really pushed it away now. I don't want to know anymore. I don't feel like it's beneficial to my mental health or anything, you know. And you have to be very careful with the paranormal. There are some right psychos out there. Strange, like that. So much, something that's supposed to be so spiritual and so believing in like the fruits of the earth and how you behave coming back to you and stuff like that, and they're actually the worst people I've ever come across. It's surprising. You'd think with such a belief in the afterlife that they'd want to make sure their karma was good. I know I do. That's partly why I love the paranormal and got into the paranormal so much, was because I thought I was dying and I wanted to make sure my spirit was good, you know. But I can't work out why people are the way they are like that. I don't think it benefits them in any way, shape or form. They're just nasty, horrible people that are rotting in hell already before they get there. God, that didn't want to come. It's a real shame, to be honest, Ginny. I was better off sticking to the likes of June and Bev and, you know, like real entertainment that's actually got something to learn from it and that, because trying to just be friends with people, and especially people that are a bit warped, it's not worth it, is it? But like, if you've got something to offer on your YouTube channel, like I try to show good quality makes and that, and yeah, you're all well and good, but some of these people, they don't do anything, they just sit around being mean and horrible. That's it. Like, trying to destroy whoever and whatever comes along. Oh no. That's a shame. That was good, wasn't it? I'll have that one. I felt so poorly over this week, it's just been awful. I just want to not feel so rubbish, but yeah. It's the night times, as it draws in, it gets worse. Thank you, darling. See if I can stop it from breaking. The tips on these hearts always get a bit wobbly. Oh no, it broke. See if I can get it in a foob upside down. Okay. Yeah, there's a ways and a means to learn how to do everything, no matter how disabled you become. And my hands are one of the worst parts of my disability. So I do like the soap making was how it occurred was that I could use the soap making equipment to do it, and actually still create stuff without causing too much pain to myself. Bath bombs are different, they hurt. And I still do them anyway because people like them. And I'm nice like that, I like to please people. Thank you, Kirsty, though, that means a lot to me. That's exactly what I want to show people. You know, being disabled does not mean you are incapable. have to send you some sometimes. Sometimes, Kirsty, once I've made some, I run out of stocks at the moment of everything. I usually have like loads of them, but because I haven't made any for so long, I haven't got any. But yeah, I'll send you some at some point. I never charge anyone anything like I don't charge them even what it would cost me to make it. If people say to me, will you make me a soap, I'll say to them, well, it'll cost me about 12 to 20 quid to make, depending on what you're using, and they can give me the money for the ingredients and I'll make it for them without charging them anything for making it. Because I like to share my stuff, but obviously can't really make a business out of it because of everything. Yeah, I love giving everyone bath bombs and that. It's, you know, I know that it makes everyone feel a bit happy when I give them gifts. I made some lip balms. I've got loads of. You guys can have some of. I haven't put the video up of that yet. I've got to edit it together. That's why doing these live streams are easier. If I can carry on doing live streams without any trouble, then I might as well do a lot of the bath bombs and stuff like that on the live streams, because it's hard to edit these videos. They can take hours and hours, and you know, why not just join in and watch me make them the whole way through? Yeah, Mason's a wonderful help to me. Yeah, Kirsty, it's this time of year, it's terrible, isn't it? So I made some lip balms because all the kids were suffering with dried lips, and I've always got dry lips as well because I've got a scar on my lip, and it opened like the skin dries up and cracks around it all the time. I got punched in the face once by a bloke. I've got other scars on my lips as well from where a dog bit me. He made me a website. Has he? Oh, he's such a darling. He's such a good boy for me. Let's get one of these ones in there. That's a little bit bright, isn't it? Yes, I think I did actually. I think I headbutted him. Headbutt sort of one of my regular moves if I'm gonna fight. Yeah. Oh, bless him. He's such a good boy, Mason. I know he likes doing it all. That's why I've been doing the lives though, because it's so much easier than trying to edit. Like, he's good at the editing, but I'm not. Oh, I dropped it. I knew that was going to happen. I've got a couple of the diamond drill paintings that I started when I first moved in here because I couldn't do anything else. So I thought, I need to do something creative. And so I'll do a couple of them for the walls. Oh, they messed up and didn't send me the right colour on one of them, which was gutting because that was for my son, my eldest son. It's breaking. And of course it's from Japan, so I can't really get it. Plus they sent it to the wrong, like they sent the new colour and then they sent it to the wrong address. Yeah, mine was a Yu-Gi-Oh one because my son is anime obsessed. My oldest son. He's just turned 25, my eldest, you know. Just before Christmas he turned 25. Quarter of a century old. But yeah, I done that, but I've got the one colour missing. I don't know. Can you actually order certain colours of them anywhere? Because that's the annoying bit with that. So I'd like to finish that. I'd like to actually show that on my channel as well. No, not that Carlin. Carlin's my eldest. Carlin's 25 now. Deck's 22 still. He'll be 23 in March, just before your mum's birthday. I'm missing, it's a red. Like there was multiple different reds that it took, but it's one specific red for the Yu-Gi-Oh one, and it's gutting because I really wanted to give it to my boy for his birthday and hang on his new house walls. It's really handsome, but it's just that one colour missing. It's like a deep red. Ta-da. No, it broke. It's all breaking up now because it's getting a bit dry. That's messy, isn't it? Oh, they're really nice, Ginny. You'd like it. Oh, okay, thank you, Kirsty. That'd be great. Because I do have quite a few colours that I've got extras of, but are just not what I needed. Always the way. Thank you, darling. I'm going to have to damp this up a little bit. Yeah, I bought loads on eBay, but I've started buying everything from Amazon this last couple of weeks because I've got the Prime now, so it makes it worthwhile to go through Amazon now. But a lot of my soap making stuff, it's like £1 or £2 cheaper to get from eBay. Coconut oil's doubled in price since I last bought it. So I'm kind of dreading running out of that because that's coming up. I'm going to run out of that and palm. Okay, I'm just going to mix this together now. So if you have oh look, I just put bath bomb material in my coffee, never mind. It's alright, it's all good ingredients. Right. Oopsie. Yeah, I'm going to have a look at some more. Like, I've got another couple of diamond drills to get out and start doing yet. There's a lovely one that I want on my wall. Like a family quote. I like all the family quotes and that. I love quotes. Uh-oh, I think it broke. Nope, got it. How do I store them? Rolled up. That's about it really. I mean, I need to like look after them, like to get a little box for them, I think, because I don't want them to get ruined. But it's like I've got so much arts and crafts stuff, Kirsty, it's terrible. I think it was it you that Stacey said I should pass on some of my crafting materials, card making and that. Because I've got so much card making stuff, and I love card making, but I just can't do it anymore that well. Because my hands, it's like it's too much on my hands to try and do the small work that's involved in card making. Ta-da. Yeah, I'll have to get together a box of stuff then. And when I do that, I can send you some soaps, can't I? That'd be nice. My chest hurts a bit. You did have a big box of card making stuff. I think it was you guys that got me into it at one point. It was, and then I developed a big old hoarding habit for it and kept collecting stuff. But I didn't actually make many cards because I was getting ill. But I was collecting all the stuff for ages, and so I've got so much. I've got like literally shelves of it, and I'd love to actually get back to doing some of it a little bit, but obviously. These are a bit soft. They're not quite holding together as well as I'd like them to now. But there we have it. Some watermelon bath bombs. Heart-shaped ones at that. I love crafting, Scarlett. It's a very good way of expressing yourself, you know, like Mary Jade does all her painting and drawing and that. Like, if you can't paint and draw like I can't, it's nice to be able to make something that's just as beautiful, but it's just made differently. There's always some beauty you can make, even if you aren't artistic-y. Oops, I can't even get it together though. No. You just make food. That's good though. Still artistic, isn't it? Like Harvey wants to be a chef. You're still creative. You're still creating beautiful things that people enjoy to eat, which is always helpful as well. It's something we need. It's like with my bath bombs and soaps and that. You know, it's something we need. It's good for you. It's good for your skin. You know, I use Epsom salts and that to help my diseases. Ta-da! Aren't they little cute ones? They're adorable, aren't they? And I think that's about it. That's not really going to go in one, I don't think. That's a shot though. Can I make this hold together? That's the end of the batch, guys, so I'm going to get off now, get my nebulizer on, give myself a sit down for a little while. As I've very much enjoyed having a chat with you all though, because I've been somewhat lonely and fed up over the Christmas period, so it's nice to see you all again. Thanks for joining me, everyone, and I will be seeing you again soon. I'll bring you back for the I'm going to do pina colada bath bombs next, probably tomorrow. Alright, Thank you, darling. I'll see you soon, okay? Much love and breathe easy, folks. Bye. It's crumbling. Bye, guys. Now I can actually end it. Oh, it's so annoying, this thing.